Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. We have got a very, very special guest joining me this morning. Hello, Loki. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Purple. It feels like I just saw all of you. Good morning.
Good morning, boss. Big thank you for joining me. I know you're busy at the moment, so much appreciated.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having me.
And I think it's worth saying again, massive congratulations to Clubby. Oh my God, I'm so proud.
Yes. Clobber and Tom's my brother from another mother. Great guy. Absolutely great. Couldn't be prouder that he hit 1K. Absolutely.
He really does deserve it. Fantastic guy. We love him very much. So let me say hello to everybody before we jump into the meat and potatoes of the show. I think, if I remember correctly, Project Storytime was first, but we had Mark who was second. Good morning, Bash Bro. Good to see you. We have also got Firefly and K1. Good morning. Arwen Avalon. Good morning, love. Chris Persia, our other Bash brother. Good morning to you. Darth Hasta. Hello, love. And a big, big thank you for the super sticker. Let me scroll down and grab it. If I can find it. There it is. Thank you, sweetheart. Much appreciated. I hope you're having a good morning. Thank you very, very much. Colin P. Smith, good afternoon, love. Good to see you. Who else has joined? We've got Dadman Walking 55, Nearsighted Cyclops. Good morning, guys. Good to see you as always. Dave Bob. Hey, Dave Bob. Good morning. Let's see who else has joined. It always jumps on me. Does that drive you mad, boss?
Sometimes, yes. Yes, absolutely.
Always catches me by surprise. Alison Stepson Music, good to see you. Good morning, Daryl the Derelict. Hello, love. Good to see you as well. And Raj H, thank you. Good morning. Thank you ever so much for your super sticker. Let me just see which one it was. It's a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. And again, thank you, Hasta, for the unicorn. Much appreciated. And Ren Zero, D Bud Martin, hello guys and welcome. Thank you so much. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day so far. So on Friday, did a little kind of what I thought of Black Widow. Now, I didn't kind of go into spoilers because I wanted to give people time to kind of watch it themselves and decide what they thought of it. So we've had time. I know Loki's seen it, so let's kind of get into some of the details. And what did you think of it, boss?
Huge spoiler here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not. It's meh. This is supposed to be like igniting our excitement for Phase 4. Meh. Harbor was great. David Harbour was fucking great. Whether you like his politics or not, David Harbour's character was great. Her sister, I thought, did good, except for the whole look, the old trope. I'm going to drop a knife and catch it with my other hand. Well, let's see who's done that. Well, Ray did that. And the Stark girl did that in Game of Thrones, and we just saw that in another movie. And oh wait, Captain Marvel's going to do that in Captain Marvel 2. And oh look, the dropping the knife and catching it with the other hand bullshit.
Yes,
I fucking hate that.
And that's not exactly an easy thing to pull off either. So the fact that they just keep using this over and over again is a little bit stupid.
It's the girl power move. I'm just going to call that right now. Girl power move.
It is, yeah. I don't think I'll try it because I'll probably end up, cutting myself. So I'll skip on that one.
Cutting your own fingers off?
Cutting my finger off, exactly. Yes. And Renziras, I absolutely agree. David Harbour was awesome and Florence Pugh stole the show. I think so as well. It wasn't really anything to do with Scarlett Johansson. She was almost a side character in her own film.
And that movie that I liked. A lot of people say the beginning of that movie is horrible. I liked the first 10 minutes of the movie. I really did. I thought, this is interesting. They're in America. They're undercover. I thought that was really interesting. And when they get to Cuba, I was like, well, okay, this is rolling. And then after that, I just was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got action. It's got action. It's got some good action. Is the whole oh well, this is all about a guy controlling women and ripping their uteruses out. Jesus fucking Christ. I just rolled my eyes at that. But you know, a lot of women superheroes have male bad guys. Look at Wonder Woman. Look at Wonder Woman, the original Wonder Woman movie, and for the last 80 years, Clobberin was saying that earlier today. For the last 80 years, Wonder Woman's had a male evil, villain. So is that much? No, but the whole ripping the uteruses out thing and control. Oh, they just controlled. Oh, you can't hit me because I control you.
Oh, the pheromones. I hated that. That was so stupid.
I could go on all day.
We will definitely kind of go into a few more of the really ridiculous plot points, but let me just say a big thank you to Larry. Larry, thank you, sweetheart, for your super sticker. And he sends us one. It says vibes. So thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And we have got a super chat from the one and only Mexican Iron Man. Thank you. Thank you, Papi. He says that, okay, I'm all excited today. What a great day. I'm simultaneously giddy seeing my brother on screen, and I am purple giggity. Hey, boss, I'm dropping my lightsaber and catching it with my good leg.
God help me.
See, Mexican Iron Man could pull that off because he's awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Papi. Much appreciated. And a big thank you to Chris Persia as well. Thank you, Han. He says, I thought Andy Lister did a great job in his fight scenes. You know, the real person behind the Taskmaster suit. Absolutely.
Oh, was that a guy in the suit?
I know.
Shock. Wow.
I don't know why they thought that nobody would kind of clock onto that, because you've got this lady's head who's clearly a very slender, tall lady, and then you've got this huge, bulky body that they've CGI'd her head onto.
Bobby smash! God help me.
What did you think about the gender swap for Taskmaster? I rolled my eyes so hard I thought they were going to get stuck.
I knew as soon as they went back and did that scene where she's blowing up his house and his daughters in there, I was like, yep, that's going to be Taskmaster. He's going to use his own daughter. You see, Marvel has done this before, ladies and gentlemen. They have done this before. Just look at X-Men 2. They've done this before. Guy's kid is injured and he controls the kid. They've done this before. This isn't anything new. I just, yeah. Oh no, the big reveal. Look at the big reveal. Look at fucking Solo. Oh, the big reveal. The giant fucking warrior takes his mask off and it's some skinny fucking lanky chick. Just God, yeah. Oh, we're gonna get you to like this evil villain and Darth Vader them, and then we're gonna. Oh, the big reveal! It's a woman. Fear the badge. All men fear the badge. You will fear this badge, men.
They were really kind of driving home, or trying to drive home, this man bad, woman good message throughout this film. I don't think it really hit home with women, and it certainly didn't sit well with a lot of men that have reviewed and seen this film. How did you feel about that?
I picked up my Taskmaster toy that I bought and I threw it in the fucking trash. And I said, that's the last time I buy anything. No, I didn't really buy one. But if I had, I'd have fucking burned it. I've heard of kids getting pissed and being upset about this whole Taskmaster thing. And yeah, you just burn it. Burn the fucking toys. If you were stupid enough to spend money on a Marvel toy from Disney, burn it.
And I've heard people say, trying to kind of justify it, they said, oh, well, Taskmaster wasn't a popular villain. Nobody knows who he is. It's okay. No, not at all.
Nope, let's completely fuck with the character. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing now. That's what they're pushing for. Let's completely just we'll make it our own. Why do we need to read the comic books? Why do I have to read a comic book when I can just change the character to be exactly what I want? These characters are ours now, you motherfuckers. They're ours. They're not yours anymore. Go away, comic book nerds. We don't need you. Yeah, when you start fucking losing all your money, bitches. Yeah. People are saying this is a success. This movie needs to make like $800 million just to break even. Don't give me this shit that this is a success yet.
You've just taken out Mexican Iron Man.
But fuck, I can hear him in that writing room. Oh my god, let's do this.
Yes. Oh, it really was. It was, they tried to push this narrative, and I think it kind of fell flat. But again, just from my perspective, I'm watching this film and thinking, I don't care about this character anymore because I know she's dead. She's not in the MCU anymore. And
Well, here's another thing too. Here is another thing, okay? Imagine if it wouldn't have been a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the stupidity of what she did. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for what I did to another woman. Let me let you out of your cell so you can fucking kill me. Oh, it's not that bad. The movie wasn't that bad. Suck my fucking cock. It wasn't that bad. You're a woman. Our badges must bend to each other's will. I'll let you out, sweetheart. I'm gonna fucking kill you, but you're a woman.
Pretty sure their cycles just synced up in that particular moment.
Fucking help me.
Mexican Iron Man, thank you, honey. He said, okay, wait, I need to hear another sample of the writer's room.
Oh my God, y'all, get this. So let's just, okay, when she finds out it's another woman, they can go and scissor and be girlfriends. Oh my God, it'll be so great. Women power. Fuck the story, guys. Women power. And no, everyone's gonna love it when it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna let you out, even though you want to kill me and destroy me and kill all my friends and my family. I'm gonna let you out of that cell now, sweetheart. So you just be cool. Oh God.
Yeah, that character had the quickest damn turnaround I've ever seen of a villain.
I'm gonna free you from your male oppression. You know what? You know what? I love Az. Why do I love Az? Because he gave a 30 fucking second review of spoilers, and the whole thing was.
I saw that review. And Too Much brings up a really good point as well. He says, where's the outrage from lesbian groups as they turn all strong female characters into muscular teenage boys?
God
yes.
Help us all.
And Chris, but Loki, Black Widow is the Marvel movie of the year, even if it's the only Marvel movie of the year.
Oh, it's still not as bad as Loki. I'll give it that. No. It wasn't as bad as Loki.
No, but that's the one thing that I kind of picked up on. This film is so similar in tone to the TV shows. Yes. If you don't like the TV shows, I don't think you're going to like this Phase 4 because they are so intrinsically linked. You could have chopped this film into 3 parts and it could have been a 3-part miniseries and it wouldn't have made any difference.
I'll key you in on something, guys. Do you want to know the key to Phase 4? Okay, we'll start off with Wanda. All right, we'll start off with Wanda. It was a woman all along. Oh, look at Loki. Guess what? It was a woman all along. Black Widow, guess what? It was a woman all along. The key to Phase 4, it's women.
And Armin says, sad that Black Widow has more balls than the Loki show. Oh my God, yes. And that was the one I had such high hopes for. Thank you for that, Marvel.
Good God, it's a women.
I know people have said, as you say, that this film is technically a success, but think about what they're
Not yet.
against.
Not
It's
yet.
not
Not
yet.
yet.
No.
Not yet. No, they can call it no number one. $800 million, folks. Do you think this is going to make $800 million? It made what, 120 million opening weekend and 60 million on Disney Plus? That's 180 million. They haven't even made up their budget yet for advertising.
That is a shitload of money. Do you really think people spent that much money on Disney Plus? I mean, it was $30, if I remember correctly, to rent.
It's $30 to rent.
That seems like a hell of a lot of people that would have rented it for something that will be out free in a few months' time.
$60 million. That is not, no, because what Disney has done is they are adding in any subscriptions over the last couple of months. They're not doing just straight up video sales. They're doing subscriptions leading up to this, and then they're adding in the opening weekend sales. This is not all rental fees.
Loki, are you telling me that Disney are padding their numbers? It's not like they've ever done that in the past and, been caught out for it.
No, Disney. And there's 7 pillars of inclusivity and diversity. Nah.
I hate those fucking pillars every time. And Dave Bob says, yeah, $30 a pop. Yeah, no.
Nope.
And Larry says Disney buys empty seats. Yeah, that's I have heard. Now, a few people that I know that have been to the cinema to see it, nobody has said, even with restrictions, obviously, because of we're still kind of in with the coof. There were no full cinemas. No.
Nope. Not even on opening night, and not even at the highest time slots. There were still tickets.
Yep.
So you're talking after dinner, the night crew coming in to see a movie after dinner on Thursday and Friday. Nothing was sold out.
And over the weekend, obviously, I mean, the previous weekend, I could have kind of understood it. It was the 4th of July, but this weekend, people would have had time to go out as families. They would have had enough time to go and see it if they so choose. Chris is incredulous as well. Says, "What, Disney playing with their financial figures? Why they could never do such a thing?"
This movie will not break $800 million. Now they can say when this comes out in China, then see, here's the thing, guys. When this comes out in China, what they're going to do is they're going to say that everything made in China goes towards this movie. No. Disney only gets 25% of the take. They get 60% of the take opening the first couple of weeks here in the US. 60% of the revenue this movie makes, they will make. But in China, it's only 25%. They only get a quarter of the profit. China gets everything else. So they can say, oh, well, it's made this much money, but it hasn't made Disney this much money.
No. And Disney, because they are Disney, are always chasing the Chinese market. Absolutely.
This movie will take a loss. This movie will take a loss, no matter how you look at it. Black Widow lost money.
I wonder if we can get that trending the same way we did with Solo. But given that it was the springboard for the Phase 4, it was a bit of well, at least for me, it wasn't a shocker, but I think if you're a huge fan of the MCU, I would be feeling a little bit more nervous at this point.
Why didn't they come out with this movie 10 years ago? Why are they launching Phase 4 with this movie? Why is this movie that should have happened 10 fucking years ago? And we're going to do groundbreaking things. Guess what, everybody? We're going to do something that completely retcons shit that came before. Isn't that fucking great?
And you still can't make people care because the character's dead. Absolutely. And a massive, massive thank you to Golgo13. Thank you, honey. He says, you bet your ass they're padding the D plus numbers. I estimate they left 20 to 50 million on the table because of D plus, because of their numbers. No skin off my fill in the blank. 500 mil would be hard to get as it's an F, D plus and F in China. When I gave my review, I gave it a 5 out of 10. I wasn't the way that I look at it. Am I ever going to rewatch the film? No.
Nope.
That's the way I looked at it.
There's no reason to. There's no reason to. I was looking forward to a couple of things in this movie. I was really looking forward to David Harbour. Obviously, I like him as an actor. As a person, he can go fuck himself. I love Rachel Weisz. I really do. I think Rachel Weisz is fucking excellent. Why is Robert Downey Jr. in the cast of this fucking movie?
I wondered that as well. I saw him listed, and I was wondering, why is this a scene that they've cut? Do you think?
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
You got William Hurt. You've got William Hurt in there as Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
So he's there. But why the hell is Robert Downey Jr. listed in the cast when you don't see him in the movie? He's got to be in a cutscene or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was thinking, well, maybe he was going to be in the end credits, and then we had the really lackluster end scene.
Oh,
so
God.
Nope.
Now, what do you think about this? I fucking saw people. What do you think about this person showing up? Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck is her? Someone off a fucking Seinfeld? Who the fuck cares if some bitch off a fucking Seinfeld's at the end of a Marvel movie? Oh, well, here's your next contract. Look. Oh, well, fuck. Of course they're gonna blame Hawkeye. This is the one who killed your sister. More male aggression. Look, toxicity. He's a toxic male. Go get him.
Well,
and you want to see more of this?
Exactly, and this is going to jump into the Hawkeye TV show, and it's not even about Hawkeye, it's about his daughter.
Yep, who would have thought that? Guess what, everybody? It's a woman all along! Hawkeye was never the one true Hawkeye. It was his daughter that was always meant to be fucking Hawkeye.
She's a better Hawkeye than Hawkeye ever could be.
God, absolutely. Suck my dick, Disney.
And a massive thank you to Eric K for joining. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate you. I knew things were going to go off the rails today, and I'm so glad that they did. It is cathartic to just sometimes rant about the film. I had to be really careful on Friday because I didn't want to spoil anything for anybody. I wanted people to go in and either watch the film and make up their own choices and decide for themselves if they enjoyed it or not. But
yeah, Punk Waddle, guess what? Phase 4, all men must die. God.
I might as well just have that as the Marvel tag from now on.
Oh, just wait. The Phase 5, Marvel meets The Handmaid's Tale. Who would have fucking saw that one coming?
And Tifa Martin, thank you, honey. It's as long as they don't replace Purple Valkyrie with a man, it will never happen. I promise.
God, help me.
Owen says, well, gents, just put your balls in a jar on the way out. We've taken over.
and you wonder why Robert Downey Jr. has unmarveled all of his shit.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it true that I heard he's unfollowed everybody connected to like the Marvel MCU?
Yep. Gotta wonder why. And yeah, clobbering times. There was some stuff, especially with Harbor, where me and Clobbering were talking about this morning when they're sitting at the dinner table, and it's like they were sitting at the dinner table at the beginning of the movie. They have that scene with Weiss where they're sitting at the dinner table with him and Harbor and her and ScarJo and her sister. And there were a couple of things in that movie where you're like, this is, yeah. But then everything else just drags this movie through the fucking mud and you're kicking and screaming, going, "What in the hell are y'all doing?"
What did you think of the CGI as well? Because I thought for such a huge, it's going to be a blockbuster, or they want it to be a blockbuster. I thought it was on par with pretty much the TV shows that they've done.
Yes.
Some of the CGI was really quite bad. I mean, that CGI pig was bloody terrible.
Yeah, and yeah, they're going cheap. That's what they're doing. They're, oh well, we can get away with this by doing this. Let's do this. They're going cheap.
I think probably the worst bit, even though it was supposed to be a joke, was the helicopter crash where it just falls out of the sky. When he said, yeah, we'll have enough fuel to get to, I can't remember where the hell they were going, and it just drops. It's like, wow.
Okay, so this movie versus ScarJo and Hawkeye in Budapest.
Yes. The film that everybody actually wanted, you mean?
This is just like Budapest. You and I have very different memories about Budapest. You and I, yeah. So that's what we should have gotten. We should have got that after, but either before or after Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yes. What did you think about where they actually set the film? Because obviously it's set just after Civil War. Well, not before. I mean, no, it's before Civil War, isn't it?
No, it's just after.
Just after, yeah.
Thunderbolt's going after her at the beginning of the movie for what she did in Civil War.
That was it. So even then, I thought it was an odd place to try and slot the film in, whereas it should have been much further back in continuity-wise.
Who the fuck puts a tracker in a belt? Who the fuck puts a tracker in a belt? If you want to track somebody, you do what they did to her sister, and you put it under the skin. You don't put it on them. Oh well, we found her tracker, sir. You really, Thunderbolt? You fucking moron! Really? You go into this into this building with a fucking SWAT team with special ops team to take her out, and oh well, we found the tracker, sir. We found her belt, and it's got the tracker on it. Fucking moron. She walks out and she's like on a barge in Russia, and you're like, yeah, dumbasses, you really think she's that stupid? Let's make more men look like idiots. This is the guy that tracked down the Hulk in the Incredible Hulk. Really? This is that guy? This is the guy that was like, we're gonna make the Sokovia Accords, Iron Man, you're either on board or we're gonna throw your ass in jail. This is the guy that did all that? No. Oh, well, I've got you, Black Widow. There's no way out of the building. Oh, sir, we found her tracker and it's attached to our belt. Like, we knew it would be, but she's not here. Really? Really?
And hello, phone box chicken. It says Marvel Phase 5 will be the dad of the Chinese guy with the 10 rings who looks like a son. Oh my God, John Cena. Yeah. I wasn't bothered about this film. There was only one film, maybe two, that I was interested in coming. I mean, this one obviously is the launch. Then we've got Shang-Chi, and then we've got Eternals, I think.
Yep.
Whichever. So,
get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready.
It's just going to keep going. It is just going to keep going. You mentioned that you liked David Harbour's character, and I've got to admit, I did too. I thought he was quite endearing, even though they set him up to be an absolute buffoon.
The arm wrestling scene. You know, when I fought Captain America, back in 1884, when I fought Captain America, Captain America was still frozen, and he breaks that guy's arm. But was he talking about Captain America that was frozen, or the Captain America that went back in time? Because that was something I was like, well, Civil War hasn't, or the Infinity War hadn't happened yet. So was he really talking about my nemesis? My nemesis is Captain America. We're not really nemesis. We are more like colleagues that fight against each other. I was like, okay,
there's a mutual respect. Yeah.
Yes. But even then, they had to make fun of him and him squeezing into the suit. Oh, in the background, I'm trying to squeeze. It still fits.
But it did fit. As soon as he walks out, it looked fine. It wasn't stretched across his belly or anything. So even that joke fell flat.
He didn't come out looking like Fat Thor, folks, with his stomach hanging out.
I think the worst character was the one that kept doing, getting the jets for her, that just kept trying to get her approval, trying to just get this little bit of respect. And I hated that character.
Yep.
And I can't even remember his name. That's how much I didn't care about him. But he was just a non-entity.
No, someone we have no idea about.
Mm-hmm.
Someone we've never.
Excuse me, Black Widow, but I got your jet for you. Can you please say thank you? Oh, maybe next time, you little fuck.
It's just more man-hating. It's just more man-hating. That's all it is. Oh, you really do have to have her approval, don't you? Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? He's her man assistant. Oh, you got us all. Oh, look, you got us all. I'm really thinking about just reconsidering my entire life, because the only way I can truly be fulfilled as a human being is to be a woman's man assistant. Oh my God, you taught us all a lesson, Marvel. Thank you.
And get her mail from Budapest and then find out she doesn't want it anyway and just tells you to chuck it. Wow.
God.
Such a terrible, terrible character. And Clubby says the Red Guardian's costume was obviously made of unstable molecules like the Fantastic Four. Oh my God. And thank you, Psychodwarf Sweetheart. Thank you. It says, sorry gang, trying to mod an electric lawnmower into a tumbleweed grinder. Wow. Okay. I hope that goes well for you. I've got a article that I was going to pull up, if that's okay, boss. Since we were talking about David Harbour. And I've got to admit, he's not.
I think I know.
Yes.
That's why I say I like the roles he's played, and I like that job he does. But as far as and I'll tell a story about something that happened in Stranger Things and why I really started to like him. This shit though, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, awesome. So I think this is a classic example of why actors should be seen and not heard, or at least remember that the general public do not really give a shit about their personal opinions.
This is all Disney, by the way, guys. This is all Disney, and if you want a job with us again, you're gonna say this shit. And he bends the knee.
He does, yeah. And to be fair, I've heard him kind of go off on these sort of spiels before. So I think there is a little kind of grain of truth that he seems to really believe it. But I absolutely believe you as well, saying that this is something Disney has pushed him to say. So from Bounding Into Comics with Spencer McCauley, big thank you to him. They say Black Widow star David Harbour says he doesn't know that there's anyone who could disagree with socialist ideology.
Right here, fucker. Right here. Sorry.
Yes. I could probably pick out dozens just in this chat. But let's see what he has to say about it. So it goes on to say, taking a page out the ideological playbook of his Black Widow character, the communist-loving super soldier, Red Guardian, actor David Harbour recently shared his belief that the idea that there is anyone who could disagree with the socialist ideology.
See how his cheek. Hold on 1 second. Go back. See how his cheek is puffed out right there. That's Disney slipping it in while he's on his knees. Go ahead, please.
I'm never gonna say that again. So, David kindly offered his opinion on socialism during a recent interview with The Guardian. Thank you for that. Telling staff writer Alex Duggins that, much like his Red Guardian character, I don't know that there is anyone who could disagree with socialist ideology. I've got a sneaking suspicion he didn't elaborate on this. If you work at Starbucks and you make the coffee, then you should own it, exclaimed Harbour. You're the one making the coffee.
You're the one being paid to do a job, just like your fat ass is being paid to squeeze into that fucking red and white suit you're wearing.
However, it goes on to say, the Stranger Things star was not above admitting the fact that the implementation of these things has led to some of the deepest fascism in our society. So people assume that communism means fascism to a certain degree. I think he needs to crack open a history book at some point, or at least somebody needs to point him in the right direction.
These people have no idea. You make millions and millions and millions of dollars. You are overpaid for doing the work that you do, and you're talking about not making any money. Let that sink in for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. You are paid millions of dollars, way overpaid to do a job, and you are bitching about people being paid to do a job that don't make anywhere near the money you do. Let that one sink in for a minute.
And to just piggyback off that, I think one of the biggest criticisms that we had coming from Scarlett Johansson herself was her bitching about, women are underrepresented, women are underpaid. This is from one of the highest paid actresses of all time. So I firmly believe that actors should be seen and not heard. I am so sick of them coming out with these stupid fucking opinions.
They do not live in the same world that you do. This coming from the guy, and since they brought up Stranger Things, I'll say this real quick. He talked about Millie Bobby Brown once. He said that first season that they worked together, it was absolutely awesome. She's bright, she's shiny, she was wonderful to be around. She went and did Godzilla, and she came back and acted like everyone in that production was beneath her. And he said he had to kind of bring her back to reality. He said, I'm very, very, very protective over this girl because she's going to have a wonderful future in acting, but she cannot act this way. And look at how they are acting.
Yes. Yeah.
It is all, do not do this, but I am going to do this. Do not say this, but I am going to say this. Do not act like this, ladies and gentlemen, but I am going to go off and act like this. Even with their own, they do this. So imagine what they think of each and every one of you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can fully imagine. I think one of the best things that has actually come out of this coof is that people are starting to wake up to realise that celebrities aren't worth worshipping anymore. We've seen the real side of Hollywood and how stupid and vacuous and out of touch they really are.
And if that next line is true, I want some money, Harbour. I want some fucking money, brother. You want to share? You want to caring? It sharing is caring, brother. Hook a brother up and
put
send
your money
some
where
my
your
way.
is. Yes. So he goes on to say that's a terrible thing, he added, before going on to explain that his ideal form of socialism is not a fascist society where people are punished for stepping out of ideological line. Good luck finding one of those, but rather one more akin to a kindergarten type society where we share things.
Do you want to live in a kindergarten fucking society? Do you want to live in a kindergarten society? Because I don't. I fucking don't. And the censorship and shutting people up and silencing people, guess what that goes with? That goes along with a kindergarten society.
Yes. It's a really stupid and dumb way to look at a really complex problem. He goes on to say, "This is my ideal society," asserted Harbour, "as opposed to this world where we're hunting and killing and destroying for our own personal hoarding and our own personal greed." To that end, in the same interview, the actor also noted that he had to quit social media following the realization that he felt like nothing more than a cog in a greedy tech machine that isn't geared towards beautifying humanity in any way.
And you're working for Disney. Wake the fuck up. There is no other company on this earth that is more cog in the machine greed than fucking Disney. God, how can you be so fucking dumb?
I read through this a couple of times this morning, and I just laughed. You know, he has no actual idea what the fuck he's talking about. It's a very, very simple way of looking at a very complex problem, and I think it's just he's a talking mouthpiece basically. He's been told, this is what I want you to say. Now, whether or not he believes it or is, only he knows, but he's come across as very, very stupid and very childish.
So this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Clobby, if you're still out there clobbering, you're gonna give up. You're gonna give up a bunch of the subs you just got, and they're gonna get spread around. And Purple, you're gonna give up a bunch of the subs you got, and they're gonna get spread around. And Gary out there, Neurotic, you're gonna give up your subs. And as you're gonna give up your subs, and it doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter the time you put in on something. It doesn't matter how many years you've been working on something. It doesn't matter that you are professional in your craft. None of that matters anymore. Because now it belongs to everyone. Your hard work doesn't matter.
Yes. So why bother striving for anything? Indeed, yeah.
Why be extraordinary when you can be average and just coast?
Well, that's exactly what they want. They want people to be mediocre. They don't want people to realize their full potential. They don't want people to go out and be entrepreneurs, to be the next big thing. And that's the same as in acting or in engineering or anything. They do not want people to rise above where they think their station should be.
No, you just get it, and you wonder why Ray didn't have to train. Why did they cut out all the training? Why did they cut out the training of Ray? Why did they do that? Well, because no one needs to train anymore. No one needs to be the best. How many 80s montages did we see a fucking Rocky working his fucking ass off to be the very best? And what happened when he didn't? He lost. He got his ass kicked. He got his ass handed to him when he didn't work hard, when he didn't put everything he had into it. Now you can just coast, and everything will be fine as long as you just coast. You don't have to work hard.
Or if you're a woman.
God help
or if
us
you're
all.
A female in the MCU and it just gets handed to you.
It was a women all along. Fuck me. Sorry, I know I've dropped multiple F-bombs on your show this morning, but fuck, how much of this do we need to see? How much of this needs to be, we're going to teach y'all. Let me tell you exactly what's going to happen. There's going to be a whole fucking generation of girls that grow up and don't want to be Aunt Karen. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get an entire generation of women that don't want to be fucking Aunt Karen. Why? Because Aunt Karen sucks.
Because they've seen how much it sucks. Absolutely. Yeah, they've seen how miserable it actually is. Do you think it's going to be a case, I think we've talked about this in the past, that, things swing back and forth So we're at
Yes.
this point. At some point, do you think it will swing back the other way?
Where we are at, ladies and gentlemen, right now, is we are at the end of the pendulum. And right now, what these fucks are trying to do is hold that pendulum from swinging back the other way. I talked about ants before, and red ants and black ants and fighting. If you put red ants and black ants in a jar and you just leave the jar alone, eventually they will not constantly attack each other. But if you're constantly shaking that jar, it's a fight to the death. That is exactly what these fucks want to do. They want to constantly shake that jar, and they want to constantly say isms, phobes, Yahtzees. They want to constantly start shit. They want to constantly keep rattling everybody. What they do not want is that pendulum swinging back the other way. Because when it does, it's all going to get thrown in their face. And these companies that have spent the last 5 years throwing out this pandering, horseshit, and calling you ist, obes, Yahtzee, saying you're horrible people. Shame, ding, 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 ding. Shame, ding, 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 ding. These people that are trying to run you through the streets with a bell saying shame, these same people are going to switch and go, we never did that. We never said that. Let's get back to the way. Don't let them.
No.
Do not forget. Never forget the fingers that have been pointed at you, the names that you have been called, the way you have been treated by these companies, because they don't give a rat's ass about you. All they care about is those dollar bills.
Absolutely. To bring up a couple of points that I've seen, at least in the last few weeks. I mean, obviously we had your 4th of July. There was people, complaining that people were getting together to celebrate the birth of your country and let off fireworks and let their hair down. It's ridiculous. And we had it over the weekend as well. England got to the final. Everyone was so excited. Everybody was getting together and having a good time. And all we're getting is people saying, oh, you shouldn't be gathering in groups, shame on you and all this. And all people want to do is get back to normal.
You shouldn't have any pride. No pride. No pride in yourselves. No pride in the things you believe in. No pride in patriotism. No pride in anything. I said something about this before about the girls over the July 4th holiday weekend. These 2 girls that got asked the question, and America is the most horrible place to live. There are all these other places that are so much better to live than America, but they couldn't think of one name. There are all these countries that are less ism, less phobe, that are so much more welcoming. And I'm not just going on an American tirade. They've done the same thing in England. They've done the same thing in all over the world. There's so many other places. Fucking go live there. And you can't even think of. Don't even tell me that you can't think of a name. Go fucking live there. The reason why you can't think of a name is because you're pandering. You're on your knees, taking it in the ass, and that is just the way it is. You believe this. You believe this bullshit that you wrapped yourselves up in. And you know what? You're fucking going to be that Aunt Karen that's alone, that bitches about this for the rest of your fucking life. And you're going to be alone with your fucking cats in your fucking cat house while your nephews and your nieces go off to live productive lives and get married and have children. And you're going to be that Aunt Karen. Enjoy.
Yeah. And as you say, little girls don't want that, And Hasta says, "Don't cry, Purple." I'm not crying, Hasta. I'm trying not to laugh because it's so fucking stupid, and we've seen it time and time again. But it is heartening. We are seeing people pushing back now, so that's why I'm actually smiling. I know this. It seems like it's not going to end, but it will, guys. It will. The pendulum will swing back. But as Loki says, remember the names that you were called, because they will go out of their way to lie and say that, no, we never said that. We never called you this. Can't we all get together and be friends now?
That's right. That's right. And it's an abusive relationship at its finest. We never did that. You misunderstood us. Come back and sit at our table and spend your money. No. No, I will never pay to see another Marvel movie. I didn't pay for Black Widow. I'm not going to pay for anything else. I am paid to see Loki. I'm paid to see any of those other shit. Disney isn't getting a fucking dime from me. And they never will ever again, because they have pointed their fingers in each and every one of us and in each and every one of you and called you all these names, said you are horrible people, called you transphobe, called you all this fucking shit. Look at what they did to Gina Carano. I will never financially support Disney ever. I don't care if tomorrow they come out and they bend the knee and they say we are sorry, we have treated you like shit. Please come back and spend money with us. I will not spend another dime with them ever again. That includes passes, that includes trips, that includes their parks, that includes their movies. Anyone paying to continue the financial devastation that Disney is going to rot is part of the problem.
Can you imagine how much money that we would have been willing to spend on all of these franchises had they just respected the fans and the IP and the lore that came before it?
That's right.
I mean, Star Wars merchandise is sitting rotting on the shelves because nobody wants to buy this crap.
That's right.
And Dave Bob nails it, not a dime for the rats. Yes. Exactly. And even on Friday, I was hesitant to say that I was going to review it, but I will put my hands up and say I found other means to watch the film. So again, I will not give money to Disney for the same reason that I will not review Loki. I didn't review Falcon and Winter Soldier. Whichever one is coming up next, I think it's the Multiverse of Madness or something, the animated. I will not be reviewing that. It's the same with the Star Wars, with the Bad Batch. I will not do it.
That's right. That's right. And I canceled. I had a year of Disney Plus for free. An entire year of Disney Plus because I had the ultimate Xbox pass or whatever the fuck it is for a year. They gave me a year of Disney Plus for free. And originally I took it. I had to go in and delete the entire account to get rid of that. And I did. I had 8 months left on that motherfucker. And I went in and I deleted it. Why? I don't want them using me as one of their numbers. I got it for free. I didn't have to pay a dime, but they're going to use my account as one of their numbers for, we've made this much money on Disney Plus. No, suck it, Disney.
Yeah, Loki is not part of that 60 million that they're claiming. And Brightest Day, I agree. He says, hold the line. Absolutely.
Hold the line. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. And Loki, thank you so much for joining me today. What have you got coming up, boss?
We've got tomorrow morning shows, the Star Trek show, and then I'm gone, guys. I'm going to dip into the Comic Book Roundtable for the beginning to again congratulate my wonderful co-host on that, Clobbering Times. It is going to be on his channel tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Comic Book Roundtable will be on Clobbering Times channel. So I'm going to pop in. I'm going to give him a congratulations, and I will dip out because I will be on my phone. That's always a giant pain in the ass to actually get on and be on a show on my phone. But I'm going to do that because we all love Clobbering Times. But after that, we've got Mexican Iron Man is going to help out while I'm moving. Purple Valkyrie is going to help out. We've got a bunch of wonderful guests that are going to be on this week because I'm going to be gone. Of course, all the cool people show up when I leave. So hopefully it'll be a really great week this week. I will be listening. I'll be working and I'll be driving. So this is my second to last show, guys, this week. And I thank you all so very much for the trust you have shown me, for coming by the channel, for hanging out with Purple, for being here, for being on my show, all the support. I absolutely love you guys, and I couldn't be doing this without you.
Well said, absolutely. Massive, massive thank you. And guys, if you don't realise how hard Loki works, he didn't have to come on this morning. He was kind enough to join me, so I am very, very grateful that he took the time to do it.
Oh no, it's fun after 4.5 hours of sleep to pop up, do my show, and then hop on. No, I'm flying this morning. So this is great. No, this is absolutely great. I love this. That's not me being sarcastic either. I'm serious.
No, he does. You do genuinely love getting to do this. That's the one thing that always makes me smile. Just how enthusiastic you are about getting to do this.
Yes, absolutely.
And just before we go, a massive thank you to Phoenix Tangent, who sent us a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, sweetheart. He says, "So, who's ready to buy some Taskmaster action figures? No one?
Me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, fuck that. Burn them. Burn them
I'll
all.
buy the real Taskmaster, yeah, but no, I don't think so."
It was a woman all along. Who would have saw that coming? I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
And thank you.
gonna let you out of your cell now. You know, I love you because you're a woman. I'm being kind to you and letting you out because you're a woman. And I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna let you almost kill me because you're a woman. And I feel so horrible about, doing anything to a woman. Oh well, okay.
Scissor time.
Scissor time. They'll be like Voltron. The more of them you put together, the better. That's what they're thinking in the writer's room.
I can't wait for the Axel Braun version to come out.
God help me.
And again, a massive, massive congratulations to Clobbering Times. I am lucky enough to be joining him tonight on his show. So very much looking forward to that as well. Thank you, Clobby. We love you.
Hell yeah, Clobbering. Guys, if you aren't subscribed to Clobbering Times, check him out. Absolutely wonderful channel. Absolutely great guy. No one knows comic books like Clobbering Times. I'll put Gary and Clobbering to that Pepsi challenge, and my money's on Clobbering any day. I love Gary. Don't get me wrong. Gary's a great fucking guy, but I would love to see that the Clobbering Times Nerdrotic challenge.
Oh, we've got to make that happen. That would be awesome. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, guys. I want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who joined me today. Special thank you to the boss for Stone Loki for being a fantastic guest. Thank you.
I love getting to come on here anytime.
And a massive thank you to everyone who sent in super chats, super stickers, and for Eric K for joining us. Thank you, guys. Really, really appreciate it. I will be back on Wednesday. And as Loki said, I will also be helping out on Mornings of Mischief. So very much looking forward to doing that. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Fantastic week even. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. And I will see you hopefully tonight on Clobbering's Time channel, where we can celebrate a little bit more.
And don't forget, everybody, it was a woman all along.
It was. Thank you, guys. Take care. Mwah.